Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. It's FUT Birthday time and we've got a good one to grind for. It's 90 rated, 5-star weak FUT Birthday Huntelaar, and that is worthy of the Whopper button.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
And let's get some 5-star weak FUT bagels.
We got bagels. Whoa!
I'm going to go over the best way, the fastest way. I'm going to share with you some squads to use so that you can knock this objective out, plus combine it with some other things that are already outstanding. But before we begin, if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. So to knock out Huntelaar, we've got 5 separate objectives, and we have a massive change. For any of you guys who've been grinding out objectives all year, you know all about Managerial Masterpiece. Normally, or what we've had to do up to this point, was take in a 77 rated squad. Now Managerial Masterpiece is a 79 rated squad, and that may not sound like much of a difference, but when you're having some silver benching and having some low rated golds on the bench, it makes a massive difference. So I will show you the power of that once we get to the squad section, but let's go over what all you have to do. You have to assist 4 goals with through balls using forwards. So through ball is the Y or triangle button depending on what system you're playing on. And forwards, there are, was it 5 positions or 6 positions? There's left wing, left forward, striker, center forward, right wing, right forward. So 6 different positions that count as forwards. So if you've got a left mid and you're having any trouble with this, you might want to change that left mid, do a position modifier, left mid to left wing, and then that would change them. Then they would count as a forward. And it's what's on the card before you go into the match. So if you've got a center back that you for some reason play a striker in game and he gets a through ball assist, that won't count for this because he's a center back on his card. So it's got to be what's on the card before you go into the match. Next one, long ranger, score 2 outside of the box goals. The most effective way I've had scoring outside of the box goals is with finesse shot, and that would be RB or R1. Hold that in while you power up your shot, 3 or 4 bars of power. And that does seem to work. It's not always the most effective or most consistent. Sometimes you'll just bang one in from 10 yards outside of the box. Sometimes you'll think you'll have a wide open net and you don't get it. So it's not consistent, but you'll get them as long as you bang those in. And we'll go over a way we could do those as well in just 1 second as well. So after we look at this one. Goal getter, score 8 goals using Dutch players. So what I want to point out, these 3 right here do not have game conditions. And what I mean is sometimes it'll say assist a goal with a through ball in 4 separate matches. This is just assist 4 goals, score 2 outside of the box goals, and score 8 goals. So in theory, you could message your opponent before the match and knock out all 3 of these in one match and just not worry about it. Now, it's not like they're that complicated that you wouldn't be able to get them just playing your normal matches. But if you don't want to fool around with it, message your opponent, say, hey, all you really need is 8 goals because you could do a through ball to a Dutch player. He can do the finesse shot or the outside of the box goal, or he can just score. You just need 2 outside of the box goals. So with 8 goals, you can knock out all 3 of these objectives, or you can just play it because it is a little bit of a grind, but it's not the worst. Now we're getting to the grind part, or this first part of the grind. Win 7 matches. And then the next one, this is the real grind. Score in 13 separate matches using Bundesliga players. So whatever you do, you want to make sure every single match you're scoring with a Bundesliga player. That's your main grind, and you just need to win 7 out of the 13 matches. But make sure whatever you do, score with a Bundesliga player. Now, what I do want to point out, notice that there is nothing about a starting 11. A lot of objectives we have had have said win 13 matches or win 7 matches with a starting 11 from the Bundesliga or with 11 Bundesliga players in your starting squad. It does not have anything like this, so make sure you go over to the Milestones tab. Take a look at this. We've got MLS Squad Foundations, Championship Squad Foundations, Eredivisie Squad Foundations. If you have not finished any of these, and what I would recommend, and I've got videos on all of these on my channel, so if you need any ideas on putting together a squad, but if you want to knock out MLS, all you need to do, put your MLS squad together. So just notice this one, win 8 matches with 11 MLS players in your starting squad. So all of these need 11 MLS players. So all you need to do is have your 11 MLS players, and then for Huntelaar, you need to have a really good Bundesliga sub, a good, I don't know, the one that came to mind, which is probably not even the best because of his rating, but what if Luka Jovic, we got him from a party bag, but again, he's 89 rated at this stage. He may not be the best, but, a good Bundesliga score. Even Hwang Ki-chan is a great one. So, if you've got that 77 rated Hwang Ki-chan, that's still a great card to use to bang in some goals. And you would need a Dutch sub. So Quincy Promes, someone like that. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can knock out this objective with any of these. So if you need to do MLS, if you need to do Championship, if you need to do Eredivisie, and if you do Eredivisie, you're already going to have some Dutch players. So just keep that in mind. That would be what I would do, is try to knock this out. What I'm currently working on is Championship 1 and 2 plus St. Patrick's Day. So in theory, you could be grinding for all 3 of these Championship players, these 3 more Championship players, these 3 St. Patrick's Day Foundations players, and Huntelaar at the same time. You could be grinding for 10 players at once, which is crazy, and that just makes it so much more worthwhile. But let me show you the squad I'm using. What I'm going to show you is a Bundesliga team. This is maybe the more traditional thing, just in case you've already completed everything else, but I'll show you what I'm doing in Championship as well. But I also wanted to show you the power of a 79 rated squad. Take a look at this. And this isn't even necessarily what I recommend. I don't expect all of you guys to have 93 rated Team of the Year Alphonso Davies. I'm mainly putting him here just to show you how much power we can now have into our squad. We've got 93 Alphonso Davies. We've got 88 rated Lars Bender. We have the 82 Limer and 83 Zakaria. Now with a 79 rated squad, you can really fill out your team. And, if you don't have, what I'll recommend, if you do not have this 93 Alphonso Davies, just get the 81 Alphonso Davies. And I'll show you a couple other things you can do. I just, like I said, wanted to at first point out the power of how much more you can have in the team with a 79 rated squad now that they've changed that. So we'll put 81 Alphonso Davies out here. And we'll change this. I think I maybe already had him on the bench. So the gold right back I recommend from Bundesliga is Mbabu. So, this is already now a 78 rated squad. But, say, like I was talking about this, what if Luka Jovic, we can put Luka Jovic out there. We put 89 Luka Jovic out there. It's still only 78 rated. Now let's change Bailey to, let me just put it on concept players a second, to like Leroy Sané. So let's see, where is Sané at? Or even that Douglas Costa is really nice. But we can easily just do this 85 rated Leroy Sané. Pop him on out there. We're just at 79. And the reason I've got this 75 rated Traore out there is because we need to sub on a Dutch player. So I'm going to use Quincy Promes. Now, one thing I thought would be epic, if you guys have that Robin. I did not complete that Robin. I know pretty much everyone did, but let's see if we can find them. How far do I have to go down? Netherlands has so many icons we have to scroll through, but so if you've got this Robin, now I know he's not a Bundesliga card, but when you think of Robin, you think of Bayern Munich, you think of the Bundesliga. So if you have that Robin card, that would be an awesome super sub to use there, just mainly because I just always think, when I think of Robin, I think of him in the Bundesliga. But so Robin would be great. But what I'm saying, you can use this Quincy Promes, an amazing card that you can use to knock out an objectives. We're also going to have this 75 rated Kirk card because he's 93 pace, does really well as a super sub. And I want to point out, make sure you're using your benching. You can still have 3 silver players. So you want 3 65 rated silvers, and you want as many 75 rated golds as you can. That's what helps bring down the overall rating to allow you to have that firepower out here. One thing I'll point out, a couple things I think are a must in this Bundesliga challenge. This Limer card, I think, is just absolutely outstanding. He's 82 rated. He costs hardly anything on the market, and he just is everywhere as a do-everything. Same thing with Klosterman, 80 rated center back, plays far beyond an 80. We can also even upgrade our keeper. I don't know if that's worthwhile or not. I still would probably be fine. I'm probably still going to play with a 75 rated keeper just to kind of give me some more firepower and some other slots, but we have so much more available to us now. So what I would recommend, you can just kind of take a look at your team. I maybe could even, let's see if that does it. So that turns it over a little bit. So with the current squad set up, I'm sure though if I change that to Bailey, that then we could put Bender. But I'm giving you the basics of this here, then kind of look through your squad and see what you have. Let me look at this real quick before I show the other thing. This is the Huntelaar that we're grinding for. Now, he is 3-star skill moves, medium, but he does have the 5-star weak foot. Now, I do wish if he was 4-star skill moves would be a little bit more OP, would make him, EA doesn't usually give us the most OP objective cards, but I think this will be a really fun card. He's 6'1", but he has pretty good agility, 82 agility, 84 balance for a taller player. But look at that shooting, 99 attack positioning, 98 finishing, absolutely epic. I'm probably thinking now, I would like to boost his pace a little more, but I would probably put an engine on him, which would make him 87 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. I would love to have a little bit more acceleration, but I think that will be enough because I still don't think he's going to play like necessarily just like a get in behind striker. He's going to be more, maybe he would be nice to pair with someone who is a get in behind striker. Huntelaar is going to be more like finding a space in the box. He's got 90 strength, going to be able to bully some people. You give him that engine, it's going to boost his agility, boost his balance, even make his passing a much better. So that's what I'm leaning to right now. But let me point this out real quick as well. I'll show you the squad I'm using. I'll have to update this one as well because I've got it as a 77 rated squad. But this is what I'm using right now for the championship objectives. And you can see there I've got a 77 rated squad so I can get more firepower at this stage. But all I would need to do here, take this same championship squad, add a Bundesliga play, and at this stage, honestly, because of that 77, I can put whatever I want. I've got what if Luka Jovic. I could even put Davies out here. Put Davies on the bench, who can also play striker. I'm still only at 78. Then I changed Lasagna. Let me find a Dutch player. There aren't too many great Dutch Bundesliga players. Just want to point that out too. Let me just put Gravenberch. I would use Promise because he's more of a scorer, but let's just put the Gravenberch out there for now. And you can see now I'm just hitting 79. So we are going to have this changes things a lot now that it's gone from the 77 to the 79. We will have to retool some of our teams, so it'll be exciting as it comes out. But what this would allow me to do is to go after championship. I've got my 4 Irish players in the starting squad. So we've got our 4 Irish players. We've got our championship starting 11. We've got our Bundesliga sub. We've got our Dutch sub. This would allow me to go after the 3 championship players from Championship Squad Foundations 1, the 3 championship players from Squad Foundations 2, and all of the St. Patrick's Day Foundations, and the Huntelaar. So you could grind for 10 players at once. Now, if you do MLS, I haven't checked that out. Let me check that real quick. If we go MLS, let's see, does the MLS have 4 Irish players? I'm not sure if they do, because you have to have at least 1 gold Irish player as well. So I honestly haven't even checked this out. So let me just check this. So there's only 2 Irish players in MLS, and one of them's bronze, so that wouldn't work. And Eredivisie, I'd kind of doubt, but let's see. Let's just check it out real quick. Eredivisie, no Irish players. So yeah, so if you want to also go for St. Patrick's Day Squad Foundations, you can only do championship. So, but you can go after MLS 1, MLS 2 plus Huntelaar, Eredivisie 1, Eredivisie 2 plus Huntelaar, if that makes sense. But anyways, boys, I just wanted to go over how to knock out that Huntelaar as fast as possible. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, check the description, join my Discord server, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff. But I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.